What's going down? I told you we would be back on a off night because we had a lot of people signing up for music reviews and I couldn't accommodate all of them last Wednesday. So we have about 15 today. And of course, this is just starting out. And so very few people are in the chat. I'm making sure Instagram is activated. All right, cool. We're good on Instagram. I have an event tonight that I have to DJ. So I'm going to try to get started on time this time. And let me pull my. Oh, cool. It's there. The folder's there. It has the wrong date, but it's there. We have, yeah, about 15 artists, a couple familiar names as well. Definitely a few familiar names. Shout out to everyone that has submitted in the past and is submitting once again. What game is this? It's the rap game. Oh, that wasn't a real message. Someone that's Restream being dumb. Shout out to everyone on Instagram joining in. Be More Blocks, what's going down? Shout out to you. Shout out to Suge Smash. I think that's your name. That's how I say it. I remember you from last time. PJ Saunders, what's going down? Let's jump right into it. Let me get my graphics right. So we can jump into the first submission. And the first submission is from Crucial with the umlaut on the U. I don't know if they're actually German, but let's find out. So the name of the track is Breath of Fresh Air. Let's put the headphones on. You know it's getting serious. And let's run the track.
Inhale, exhale, like a breath of fresh air and a fresh pair. Custom kicks done by fish, too lit when I get like this. But it feels like this, feels like I'm in the zone and I just can't miss. Hit the restaurant, excuse me, miss. Pulls out phone, need 10 digits. Never explicit, but still kick it vicious. Stay gifted like Christmas, never simplistic. With a linguistic, opportunistic, be globalistic. All about the dough like Homer J. Simpson. Nah, just kidding, don't get it twisted. Flow stay frigid, so exquisite. Dark night rises, blow like bridges. Stand on business in them trenches. Envious, stay green like Grinches. Always stay real, never pretentious. Put in work, pay out expenses. No extension, circles stay smaller than microscopic lenses. 2030 vision on exhibition. Focus on the present, glimpse and see the future in the distance. Time's the only thing that stay consistent. I hear it ticking, very persistent, like repetition.
Fats, I need you on moderation duty when people ask about how to submit tracks.
Stay listening, till it non-existent, but until then we build different. Culmination music, we stay hitting like Josh Gibson. Ball like Jordan, but don't take no bull like Pippen. Ain't how you start, but how you finish. Not a real one, then it's inhale, exhale, like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh air. Inhale, exhale, like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh air. Inhale, exhale, like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh air. Inhale, exhale.
Shout out to Binks, the legend. Definitely always amazing to see him in here.
Like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh air. Compared to everything that you're hearing out there, man, I swear. Rapper nowadays only care about streaming and sales. Copy other artists can't be true to themselves. I'm like, woosah, oh well. Can't be worried about everybody else. That's why I make music for my kids and myself. Therapeutic towards my mental health. When I need a vacate, catch me out in Delray, soaking up the sun rays, beach with the big waves. Long weekend playing golf with pops on a Friday. Then we cruising on the highway, stop for a drink, and we stumbling out sideways. Too many drinks that were coming around my way. Appreciate the love, take care of me the right way. Coming back soon, cause you know it's just a flight away. Like domestic, but the flow is international. Overseas, now we move more expandable. Collaborations got us grow near gradual. Only natural that I spit a matter factual. Crew and jack with combinations infallible. Precision tactical, never get irrational. Too smooth without a West Coast attitude. Down south cooking rappers like barbecue. Gnarly dude, I'm like Chris Farley dude. Just a joker, need a Harley Q. Revving up just like a Harley do. Then come through with my crew like a party dude. Except that's something that I hardly do. Instead I'm chasing dreams in hot pursuit. We're supposed to have a party for number one, but you know we're gonna turn them for album. Inhale, exhale, like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh air. Inhale, exhale, like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh air. Inhale, exhale, like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh air. Inhale, exhale, like a breath of fresh air. Like a breath of fresh
Hey, if you're in the chat, this is interactive. So let me know what your thoughts are on these tracks. Because sometimes you can articulate what I'm thinking better than I can. So what do we think of that track? I want to hear what people in the chat think. Mix is great. Beat is, I actually like the beat a lot. I think it's a solid song. As far as the content, it doesn't really have any sort of decisive theme. I like the hook. I think the hook could have dictated the subject matter of the track a little more. Because the hook is catchy, but it also is redundant. So I would have liked a part A and part B. The melody, the inhale, exhale, yeah, that part is catchy. But I don't think it's catchy enough to be the entirety of the hook. In terms of the verses, I think, and we saw a lot of this last Wednesday. Rhythmically, he was on point. The cadence didn't really change that often. At the end, he had some dope lines. The hardly, Harley, that kind of play on words and the double entendres were kind of cool. I like that part. I think more of that. But as far as just the rhymes, it felt like, and we had a long discussion about this last Wednesday. It felt like he was more concerned about rhyming words, like during the writing process, than he was about a cohesive song and cadence and delivery. So granted, it's not easy to do all of the above, and it's not supposed to be. Think of examples of artists who can still execute multisyllabic rhymes consistently, and they're impressive and they're impressive lines. There are very few of them who can do that well. Also executing unique cadences and substantive content, rather, like a Royce the 5'9" or a J. Cole or a Tech Nine. Sometimes Tech Nine gets a little off the rails with the rhymes too, but his execution is so crazy. So I really think it's a matter of just scaling up the good parts, and I think you had some double entendres and some wordplay that worked really well, and then focusing on improving the parts that need improvement, like not just being a slave to the end rhyming words and not simply just trying to get the end rhymes out, but focusing also on the execution, the delivery, basically the person, who's listening to this, what are they getting out of it? Are they getting substance? Are they getting entertained by the execution of the lyrics? Are they being entertained by the mastery of the rhymes? So I wouldn't say focus on all of the above at the same time, but focus on it incrementally. We got let me switch my graphics up before I get an angry text message. There we go. We got Tibony with 1 in a Milli.
But you acting like you didn't know. Yeah, you acting like you didn't know. It should only be me even without a rose. Girl, why don't you just tell me what's up? Knew I saw you just walk out the club. What the fuck are you doing? Like who are you screwing? I guess it's forget all the trust. I guess it's forget all the bond. Not accepting that I'm in a wrong. I said that you could go on a break. Didn't say you could take it as far. Didn't say you could get in that car. Didn't say you could break all my laws. Knew that you was fucking with a dog, but you still ended up with an opposite. But you walking away got me hot as shit. The bag, the racks, and all of it had your name, but now it's anonymous. No, you was fucking with 1 in a million. No, you was fucking with 1 in a million. No, you was fucking with 1 in a million. No, you ain't figured out where I had you feeling. All of this shit that I had you, they gripping. We look a pool, but I'm about to go swimming. We get I had you addicted. Know you was fucking with one in a million. Know you was fucking with one in a million. Know you was fucking with one in a million. Open the window and light in the fitty. Smoking my pain when you got me tripping. Knocking the door bags on the floor, ready to go. You was too, yeah, you know. We say, whoa, take on my coat. Remember though, remember how I had you so. Why you gotta go, why you gotta go, why you gotta go? You could've had all this dough. These in the bar, these in the bar, these in the bars of the money you get you coded. All of these bitches and all of these hoes, but you still end it up with an opposite. The bag, the racks, and all of it has your name, but now it's anonymous.
Shout out to Levi. Shout out to Skeletal Nova and Geometric Headdress. Thanks for tuning in. A lot of good feedback in the chat for this song. It was different. It kind of had that what is that called when it's in 4/4 but the rhythm is a triplet rhythm. There's a specific word for it. But yeah, I mean it's different. I wouldn't necessarily know how to categorize this. Is it trap soul? What is it, rap? What is this? And I think that's a good thing. I think production wise, people like it. I think some of the sounds were a little overwhelming. Um, and I think you think that's funk? I don't know. Oh shit, we got Timberland in the building. Shout out to Timberland. Number one, Timberland's a legend. Number two, I got to give Timberland a huge shout out because without him, I wouldn't have had so much success with a recent hit song. So appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, the track was dope. I think the vocal performance was good. The writing was good. The hook was pretty good. I think if you're gonna execute a hook, that's the way to do it. I just think the production was a little overwhelming, and some of the sounds were just a little bit dated, but they also like the drums were being drowned out a bit by those heavy synths. So those synth leads oftentimes will dominate the mix, and the vocals were still audible, but I thought that those frequencies, those mid ranges, could have been a little more open to really showcase the vocals, and then the drums, and Levi's saying there was some side chaining that he thought was overwhelming, and I trust him. But great song. I mean, the feedback was good. A lot of the stuff that I'm saying is a little nitpicky. It's based on my preferences and me just being a production audio nerd. Next, we got the Victor Spade with Misery Loves Company. Is that the full name? Let me check. No, Misery Loves Madness. I got it wrong. All right, let's listen to that.
In the stars, face. Misery loves madness. Loves when company calls. Comes down from the attic to continue writing on the wall. We chasing these highs while traveling roads all alone, trying to escape all the pain, but we keep coming home. Love cuts deep when it cuts to the core.
Victor Spade, if you're in the chat, let your presence be known, please.
You ain't healed your soul. We hiding from demons, but they sharing our greens. Misery loves when company attends. I witnessed the struggle and I live in it, but no one told me I'd be trapped, trying to claw my way out of the basement, but all I could do is rap. Parenthood is the scariest hood I ever been in, and my pocket's so strapped. They starving, nowhere themselves in. But I'm optimistic and playing the lotto. So everything else that follows is a jagged pill I gotta swallow. Cause I might not make it out. And the doubt that I got is why I can't figure this shit out. Like why I keep up on the daily. These pills can't even save me, and I flush them down the toilet if I wasn't so goddamn lazy.
Okay, Victor Space in the chat.
Crazy keeps creeping out. And these
So just give me an idea. I know this is a Suno track, but give me an idea of what your contribution to the song was, so I can give fair feedback.
To be normal just for the sake of staying out of the pen and being anally raped. I ain't no Thomas the boy, but I'm just saying my dude. If Dr. Huxtable can get a mugshot, I can get one too. I'm living in poverty, well, that's a polite way to put it. I live in the projects with a crazy checks and EBT. I'm a single father trying to feed my offspring with these stamps. So don't feed me no wolf tickets, just give this meal ticket a chance. I sit alone with these spirits and recite some of these lyrics that's supposed to be just like bumblebees. They ain't supposed to fly, but between you and I still choke a baby under the water just to get a ride. Misery loves madness. Loves when company calls, comes down from the attic to continue.
I mean, specifically, what did you write the lyrics and then just input the lyrics into the AI platform?
Writing on these walls, we chasing the high while traveling roads alone, trying to escape all the pain, but we keep coming home. Love cuts deep when it cuts to the core. Some of these scars stay behind, cause I ain't healed my soul. We hiding from demons, but they sharing our grins. Misery loves the company.
I understand that it's from lived experience, but specifically, well, it doesn't matter. I'll just give my feedback. Okay, yeah, this is the obligatory. Suno always adds this long extended instrument solo at the end. So if you sang the lyrics into your mic, you wrote the lyrics, and then you ran it through Suno. Okay, because there were a lot of artifacts in this track. There was that weird. So one, I mean, and this is just a consequence of using the AI. The chorus was different every time it came in, and then there was also this low voice, and I don't know if that was intentional, because I don't think the low voice sounded good. It was cutting in and out, and it was like a call and response almost. So you were hearing your lyrics in advance with the low voice. So it just felt inconsistent. Initially, I was going to say, well, when you type stuff in to a prompt, it just guesses what the cadence is a lot of the times, unless you format it in a very specific way. And so it did feel like that didn't translate, just because the end rhymes weren't making sense. Like there were times when it would cluster the rhymes together, and then the next line, based on my experience with songwriting, it felt like the following line was coming in prematurely, just because that's the way Suno interpreted it, because it was written into the prompt, the lyrics window, in a specific way. So I think in terms of the execution, I don't know how much constructive criticism I can give you on that, other than just, if there is this asymmetry in the way it was delivered, and the cadences didn't make sense, and the structure kind of didn't feel consistent, then that's partially just out of your hands. But it's also something that you can go back to the drawing board on and revise. But I don't know if Timbaland's still in here. You know, he uses Tuna. Obviously, he's like a power user, but the stuff that comes out of his output sounds super clean and polished, and the cadences are on point. So maybe he could share some insight, but I don't know if he's still here. So yeah, I just think it needs to be better executed. People were saying that they loved the intimacy, the words, the writing. Skeletal Nova on Instagram says the words are so beautiful. A lot of people were saying it felt really personal, but then Niles said the fact that it was executed by the AI made it feel less personal, or it felt like there was a disconnect between the content and the execution. So I think it's just a matter of really focusing on what you can control in these instances and refining it so that the output feels structured, so it feels 100% intentional, because a lot of times what comes out and we have very little control over that. So we got Ash 3, I believe ASH.3. How it look? Let's check that out. No, come on, StreamYard. Or Restream, my bad, not StreamYard.
Yeah, how it look, he wanna freak me, I told him too easy, your soul will get took. I'm making hits, too slick with the shit, another one going down all in the books. You say you know me, you must be mistook, lighting the fire for the tracks I cook. I'm taking off, too real to be shook, looking like Danny all up in the fan. I'm a thief in the night, like a ninja I strike. You can call me Chun-Li, the presence of royalty. Bow down and kiss the ring, no one can control me. I'm off of my rocker, nobody can stop her. Pushing myself to the furthest limits. They watching me close, he got into the streets. Your family members, it's the one that just said she want all of the beef. Pull up like catering, all of us deep for the feast. To enter, you must be elite. Copping the diamonds, see the glare off of my teeth. I'm cold, but I keep it in heat. Ain't no surprise when I'm reaching up under my seat. Pedicure all on my feet. Niggas be pressed, they wanna know all about me. Fuck out my face, don't need no one calling my phone. He wanna be down, say he listen to all of my songs. Don't come around, you wasn't there before I was on. Been moving in silence and doing shit all on my own. How I look to you, no longer stay quiet, go hard, I got something to prove. Better make your move, know how I'm coming, stump a bitch out in my shoes. They say that I'm crazy, nobody can tame me, bad, nobody can save me. He said he addicted, never even hit it, he wanna give me his bad. Look, he wanna freak me, I told him too easy, your soul will get took. I'm making hits, too slick with the shit, another one going down all in the books. You say you know me, you must be mistook, lighting the fire for the tracks I cook. I'm taking off, too real to be shook, looking like Danny all up in the fan. I'm a thief in the night, like a ninja I strike. You can call me Chun-Li, the presence of royalty. Bow down and kiss the ring, no one can control me. I'm off of my rocker, nobody can stop it. Pushing myself to the furthest limits. They watching me close, he got into the streets. Your family members, it's the one that's just.
Lot of good feedback in the chat for that. So that always speaks well. I like seeing what the people think. Because I listen differently as a musician myself. Yeah, she has a great voice and a great delivery and good energy. It felt like there was way too much reverb on those vocals, and the space that it was recorded in maybe had some hissing and some noise. So if you can control the acoustics a little better, cool. But you know, the recording quality was still good, mixed quality was still good. I could just hear some background hiss, and I could, you know, the reverb honestly just accentuated that. You can noise gate some of that, or you can process some of that out with stuff like X noise or what's the other thing? RX 8, 9, 10, whatever version they're on, maybe 11, 12. You can get rid of a lot of that. I know that because people send me vocals all the time with that background noise, with the damn AC in the background or whatever it is. So yeah, I mean, clear that up. I think the one thing that I'll say in terms of her delivery is just, I like it, but it's that kind of that triplet flow that a lot of people do. So I would love to hear her come up with some more unique cadences. And I think once she does that, then you know it's going to be over, because her delivery is dope. The energy is crazy. The lyrics are solid, and she has a great foundation. We got No Sleep next, but this is produced by Dr. Potter. It was actually submitted by Dr. Potter Beats. Shout out to Dr. Potter. The name of the song is Good Morning America by No Sleep, produced by Dr. Potter. I wonder if he's in the chat.
Mom's at work, daddy on the brace. Moved to Memphis, didn't even know the basics. Get put down for being special place. Damn, I thought special was amazing. Then a lot of shit start changing. Mama working nights, niggas start banging. Hey, stop being scared, the hood changes. Instead of me running, I'm going towards it. Shoe fucked up, we couldn't afford it. My mama paid for bills, fuck George. All that bullshit you niggas is recording. Man, I just sit back and ignore it. Am I asleep? No. I just wanna get this cake. Good morning, America. Murder rate at a new high. Fools down's about to go by. Good morning, America. Say Donald Trump ain't shit, but that ain't what got me pissed. Good morning, America. Then listen to Regis or Kelly or nothing the government tell. Good morning, America.
This part is dope. I like that horn. I just realized how much I like that horn. Wait, is the song over and now it's just beat? I think it's just beat. Hold on. Yeah, it's beat. He's about to make us listen to another 3 minutes of just pure beat, which I would have because I thought the beat was great. I mean, I like how great, like, it's a very gritty song. And so I think the challenge with this is mixing it so it's really clear. It fills the speakers, all the frequencies are well represented, but it still maintains that gritty, lo-fi sampled feel. And I think there's a way to do it. It felt like the vocals were pretty raw. There was very little processing, and I know you don't want to over process the vocals, but a little compression, a little bit of maybe soothe, because he has that gruff delivery, that gruff texture to his voice. You know, a little bit of delay, you know, something to glue the vocals to the track, and then something to really widen the stereo band of the main horn loop, but keep those drums. Like, I want to feel like I'm being punched in the stomach with that kick. You know what I mean? So find a way to do that, and then I think the track will come together. It was super short too. I don't know if that was a demo. Yeah, I don't know. Brent says, I love your beats. Hey, DJ Payne, where do you send your beats to? Rap Chat? I don't understand. Where do I send my beats to? Rap Chat? I don't understand that sentence. Please clarify, and I can give you an answer. We got Be More Blocks. Okay, Be More Blocks is back. This song is called Pillow Talk.
You wonder why the eyes pop out wherever you go? Cause you spending that bread and pillow talking out with these hoes. And somehow they wind up and be at what nobody knows. Better learn and keep it to yourself, pillow talking these hoes. You niggas be talking too much cause you got a little bread and think you can't be touched. You need to be smart with the thing that you say to these women, cause women be talking too much. Speaking on business and places you keep, while she taking it how you move in these streets. Taking out notions, she want all the smoke and she chasing the bag, cause she really broke. You just a dummy that she can get fast. She smiling your face and she shaking no ass. And you really stupid for bitches and don't pay attention to shorty just chasing the bag. Quit the brag, cause she got the face and ass, the best looking chick in the place. But don't recognize shorty just setting you up and it's written all over her face. Boy, don't play with your life cause you chasing the pussy pillow talking, man, you know this shit for rookies. But she got you gone like the cookie, you gave her the plug and the way to the bookie. Boy, don't play with your life cause you chasing the pussy pillow talking, man, you know this shit for rookies. But she got you gone like the cookie, you gave her the plug and the way to the bookie, you dummy. You wonder why the eyes pop out wherever you go? Cause you spending that bread and pillow talking out with these hoes. And somebody wanna be at what nobody knows. Better learn to keep it to yourself. Pillow talk. Now you doing the
Yeah, we got hit makers. We had Bink, the legend. We had Timberland, the legend. Now we got Trill Got Juice in here, another legend. I don't think you understand what's happening right now. This is amazing. Shout out to all of them. Trill Got Juice. Shout out to Trill Got Juice. If you don't know who that is, look him up.
most of the club popping bottles and making it rain. She can see you a bad. What she gonna do? Moving closer, treat you right and give you a night you never had. Now you're laid back, sitting comfortable, thinking this bitch really all about you. And the whole time got a location on, and now your ops are on the way to get you. You dummy. Remember to keep it quiet. Never talk about your mood, cause if you think she ain't paying attention, that's gonna be the one to give you the blues. Now you messed up, caught in the mix. Down bad, pillow talking the shit. And she don't give a fuck cause you just a liquor. You best at least you get a cut out the rip. You was backdoor, didn't notice the blitz. All the while, man, it came from the bitch. She really played, served you up like a bitch. And that pillow talking got you left in the ditch. Backdoor, didn't notice the blitz. All the while, man, it came from the bitch. She really played, served you up like a dish. And that pillow talking got you left in the ditch, you dummy. You wonder why the eyes pop out wherever you go? Cause you spending that bread and pillow talking out with these hoes. And somebody wanna be at what nobody knows. Better learn to keep it to yourself, pillow talking these hoes. You wonder why the eyes pop out wherever you go?
I'll mention the negative feedback in the chat. Skeletal Nova says a lot of hate on women. And then Niles said very wordy. There's no letting the beat breathe. I'm actually going to disagree with Niles. I think the delivery and the number of words was fine because the clarity was there. I heard everything. And it was also kind of one of those, the Real Rock, if there's an issue, email me because I can just send you a lot of times they ask for an agreement. I can send that to you. It's so frustrating how these distributors, oh my God, don't get me started on distributors, but send me an email. I think the fact that he was just rapid firing the lyrics worked. Actually, he's the good thing I'll say about the track is he had a hook, there was a theme, and he stuck to that theme throughout the entire track. And so he never strayed from that theme. It was incredibly cohesive. My criticism is just that like the cadence was cool, but I feel like I've heard it before. And a lot of drill rappers use that same cadence, but I like how distorted and gritty and intense the beat was. I think the vocals could have been integrated into the beat a little better, but that's a little bit nitpicky. Otherwise, I'll say that the song came together well. So I'm not mad at how the song came together. I think there's a way to really make those lead vocals sit in the mix, and then you had like the falsetto in the what do you call it, on the hook, and I feel like you could have added like a doubler or something to space that out so it didn't feel like it was competing for space. So that's just kind of like gain staging, mixing stuff. And you probably didn't mix it yourself. If you did mix it yourself, cool, take that advice. If not, have that conversation with the engineer. Shout out Papi Ganja too, because I know he's worked with my beats too. The distributors love to do this thing where they pretty much allow anyone with a track to claim full ownership of it, thus infringing on the copyrights of a lot of people, including people who have licensed my beats and including me, because they don't own my beats. They can't make those types of decisions on my behalf. So when that happens, usually it gets resolved, but in some extreme cases, I have to take legal action against the perpetrator, which I don't like doing because then their song gets taken down. But hey, man, if you violate the terms of a contract, then it is what it is. Next, we got Rosa tonight, Roza. Maybe that's Rose. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. Let's check out Tonight. And Papi Ganja, you're last. You're number 15, but you're on the roster tonight.
I think I'm losing sight. Am I doing right? I don't pick a fight. It's you and me tonight. So take them bottoms off. Show me what you got. I got a pack of raws. Let's just leave and light them off. what you tryna do? Cause I ain't got a clue. The world just feels so blue every time I'm not by you. Sometimes I lose my mind, sometimes I just forget. But that's the best fucking high that I just love to get. I wanna make these rounds, I wanna break these grounds. The world gon' hear my sound, and they gon' sing aloud. Enough about the rest, I got my eyes on you. You think you know what's best, truth is I don't think you do. Nights are passing by, you still cannot forgive me, and I don't wanna cry. But my cup got me tipsy, still I wonder why. Why does it just kill me, just to say goodbye? If it ain't her, don't kiss me. I've been smoking too much green, I just gotta let go. I can stop chasing my dream. You've heard all of this before, I done fucked up in the past. Listen, let the truth be told. Back then I was down bad, I was falling down a hole. I think I'm losing sight, am I doing right? I don't pick a fight, it's you and me tonight. So take them bottoms off, show me what you got. I got a pack of raws, let's just leave it light them all. What you tryna do? Cause I ain't got a clue. The world just feels so blue every time I'm not by you. Sometimes I lose my mind, sometimes I just forget. But that's the best fucking high that I just love to get. I can't lie, I can't feel my eyes, I forget my name, I can't use my brain. Gotta watch my back like switching lanes, cause I can't trust nobody if it ain't the fam or you. No, tell me what the fuck it is that I'm supposed to do. What? Why do you want me after all that we've been through? Why? I can't help but love it when you're on my skin tattoo. You're just shining like some yellow in this world that's blue. So blue, I feel I'm nothing without you. Come on, girl, I'll give you everything. I'll give you everything. I'll give you everything. If you give everything to me, I'll give you everything. I'll give you everything. I'll give you everything. If you give everything to me, I think I'm losing sight. Am I doing right? I don't pick a fight. It's you and me tonight. So take them bottoms off, show me what you got.
Yep, I do beat reviews. We're just not doing a beat review tonight. We're doing a beat review next Wednesday. So go to djpayne1.com and submit your beat, and it'll get put in Wednesday's show. I don't know if Rose or Rosa, however you pronounce their name, is in the chat, but I know the mix notes and mixed feedback is pretty subjective for the most part. And oh, thank you, Levi. And disagree with me if you want. I thought what's wrong with him saying take the bottoms off? You don't know what that means? I thought the mix was dope because I love the beat, I love the production, and it's so wide and hyper compressed, but then the vocals are sitting right in the middle of all that width. So it's a really wide master, which I like, and I thought the beat was dope. I think his voice is unique, and I appreciate that it doesn't sound like he's trying to force himself to blend in with kind of the expected conventional rapper voice. But I think in terms of just the cadence, it gets shoegazy, but you can switch it up. It doesn't have to just be the like that got a little redundant. It also felt like maybe you're a little new on the songwriting journey because some of the lines just they felt a little bit awkward. But overall, I think if this is your sound and this is the sound that you're creating, I think it's in a pretty dope lane, and I think you're in a great trajectory where you can make some pretty unique music moving forward. So shout out to you. So bottoms isn't the universal for like lower garments like pants and shorts, and am I crazy? All right, we got Tony Archon with Back Outside. Let's listen to that. Or is it Tony Arcone?
Hey, yeah. Back outside, back outside, back outside, back outside, back outside, back
back outside, back, yeah, back outside, back outside, back outside, back outside, back outside, back outside, back out. Yeah, I can't back down, yeah, I can't lack now, yeah, I can't back round. I make racks now, get the bag now, flip a pack now, check my rap style, rapping for the jack now, same as the old me, same as my OG, yeah, she don't eat, she ain't hungry, she probably ain't for me, yeah, I cannot claim him as my brody, yeah, we just cut different, it is what it is, yeah.
Having a very odd exchange with Niles tonight.
Man, ain't this life again, but I'm juggling the wrist. Man, since a little nigga, we dream to get rich. Yeah, young niggas rapping, young niggas selling bricks. I'm back outside, I'm on that shit again. I'm on my grind, I'm out my mind, I want that chicken, yeah. And it's my time, I just want mine, I won't even mess with this. Back outside, back outside, back outside, back outside. Yeah. Outside, and these raps don't lie. In my zone, I'm too fly. Get my wax on, yeah. Get my Mac on, to my jack gone. This a black poem, yeah. We built the platform.
Yo, Devon, what's going down? Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're well.
Can't you tell we passionate? Can't you tell we have it? Do say on the rocks like we doing dark magic. She just rolled her back. Now she got her back out, bitches throwing ass, niggas finna cash out. From my city, niggas ain't never seen this shit. We in Miami, we round with all tears. New York City, where niggas just gotta go and get it. I've been in MIA, just grinding till they come and get
Yeah,
it.
this sounds like kind of like SoundCloud rap era stuff, but you know, new. It's still current. I like everything about this song except the "it is what it is" part, and I think everything was going great until that part came in. I love the beat. I was even, you know, the fact that the chorus is just back outside back over and over again. I was like, oh man, here we go. But then when it came in a second time, I'm like, no, this works. Let me shut up. I like it. But then the "it is what it is" part just doesn't fit. It's incongruous, and the mix was kind of weird. The recording sounds a little weird. It's kind of flat. I don't know. I don't think it was needed. I don't know. I like the whistling sound. Niles and I are at odds tonight. We're talking about panties and disagreeing about Sonics. No, I think this was dope. Just take that part out, please. It doesn't need to be there. That's distracted. That part distracted, and I think it actually took from the feeling of the song. But I liked it. I think this artist has a ton of potential. Next, we got I Am Hope 213 with Summer Soul, which I guess means they're from California. Let's see. Aha, this beat is familiar. Wink.
Serenade as a beat like Sade with the sweet lie. Spit a rhyme, put that soul on fire. Let the flow of this groove move us to what's desired. Hit a peak, catch a breeze up on my cheek, and just spiral out of reach as my dreams drift to sea.
My bad. My bad. I committed a mortal sin. She's from New York, not the West Coast. 213. In my defense, 213 is an LA area code.
Should I confess it all? You is where I wanna be. Wrapped up in your love, trying to get up in them sheets. Guess I need a minute just to ponder on these feelings. I was dealing with a villain, had me losing all my senses. But you kinda different, I can feel it in my spirit. When I talk, you really listen, never greet me with contention. And I love the feeling that you give me when you give and feel like someone blowing kisses, turning dreams to true fruition. That's easy living, can we satisfy my interest? Got me pinning on my feelings, can you meet me in the middle?
Let the music play the summertime, and the living is easy.
All right, we have one fire emoji so far.
Play the summertime, and the living is easy.
Can you see us chilling? Can you? Or maybe dealing? No. I'm not convinced that I'm the only one with feelings. See, it's given that your heart been through some misses, and you'd rather hold it close than entangle with this miss. I know, concealment might feel better than revealing. We all been at you, had to grow through all the healing. My love, we take a chance if we really open it. We'll miss a season if we don't get to the realness. So let's.
Niles, we are back in agreement. Shout out to Bahamadia. Shout out to I was about to say the same thing.
Exist in a place that have no limits, and made our souls just the way that God intended. Respect your wishes if I misread your intentions, but the fact you steady present made me think to share this vision. So take your time, wrap your mind around this fine. I'll be waiting in the shade, sipping gin and lemonade. Then we can walk and talk for days till the moment may be late. Feel the heat, sun at peak, catching vibes on plenty rain.
Let the music play the summertime.
Hey, Hope, did you record this? Did you record this yourself? What was the recording process like for you? What did you record on? Did you record in a home studio? A lot of good feedback in the chat.
Let the music play the summertime.
Full disclosure, I produced this beat. That's Tina G on the hook. Shout out to Ms. Hope for using that and for submitting that. So this was self-recorded, right? Ms. Hope, is that what you're saying? This was self-recorded or what? What do we focus, right? But what type of microphone? So here the reason I'm asking is because number one, I'm back on the Niles train, right? I'm in agreement with him. He said it's fairly Bahamadia-esque. And immediately that's what I thought. I'm like, oh man, this reminds me of, in Bahamadia, when I first heard her and like she was at the peak of her career, it was like middle school. It was a long ass time ago. So this feels very nostalgic. You do have that cool kind of register to your voice where it feels like it really fits with the sound. So everything was real cohesive. You're in the pocket. You are in the pocket. AKG makes good mics. Okay, cool. So this will be easy. I feel like you cut a lot of the body out of your voice. And I don't know what type of EQ you were using. It just felt like your vocals were thin. And I know your voice has more body to it. So I just want your voice to fill up more frequencies in the space. So maybe that means, recording vocals, keeping them raw and sending them to a mix engineer just so they can bring out the best of your vocals. Because the song itself is, I don't have anything negative to say about the song. It was perfectly cohesive. My condolences, rest in peace to your friend. Yeah, maybe just work with an engineer so that your vocals can be as strong and full as they deserve to be. But the song is great. I didn't see a single bit of additional constructive criticism in the chat. I think we're all on the same page. We like that track. King Paul James is next. The name of the song is My Side. Let's listen.
Let's go. What it do? King Shit Records in the building. Another one of them cheesy beats, man. But you gotta understand, it's King, baby. King Paul James. Welcome to the side of that road where them but I consume rats. So I'm about to build up my weight like balloon packs. Man, you lie straight to my face, and I knew that. Welcome to the side of that road where them goons at. Keep a lot of hate on my plate, but I consume rats. So I'm about to build up my weight like balloon packs. Man, you lie straight to my face, and I knew that. Niggas not real no more, they straight hoes. Keep lying out they grill, trying to get at my dough. Stop hating on my skills, cause I put on the show. I give a fuck how you feel, I can be at your door. You getting found in that field, body covered in holes. Man, you had to get killed, hope you bless your soul. And your records ain't sealed, you been labeled a hoe. While your chick getting drilled, she likes in every hole. Better look both ways before you cross that road, cause them goons like me won't stop for a toll. Sitting at your breakfast table for the stories you told. I'm up early to make sure all my fakers gon' fold. Trying to build up this paper for this nigga get old. If I have to pull the caper, then your body is cold. And I know you caught the vapors cause you play with your nose. But I'm the King Paul James, and I know I've been chose. Let go. Welcome to the side of that road where them goons at. Keep a lot of hate on my plate, but I consume rats. So I'm about to build up my weight like balloon packs. Man, you lie straight to my face, and I knew that. Welcome to the side of that road where them goons at. Keep a lot of hate on my plate, but I consume rats. So I'm about to build up my weight like balloon packs. Man, you my side of the road in my face, and I knew that. No matter what y'all say, I got respect in these streets. I said that nigga wanna play, that's why I stay one deep. You keep lying to my face, how the hell can you sleep? You trying to live like a wolf, but you really a sheep. Even telling all the chicks that the king is a creep. But when I ask about a hater, you won't make you a peep. I said I show too much love, nigga, that shit won't cheap. And these motherfuckers know they ain't ready to leap. They can't climb up the mountain cause my path too steep. You're a cold teapot, boy, you never gon' steep. Try to run my damn lap, but couldn't finish the meat.
Shout out to
So
June
it's
B.
time to take a nap, you're exhausted by heat. I keep that fire on that road that will burn your feet. I'm in a different mode, about to turn straight to a Greek. Going by the true code, cause that king won't speak. Water lips getting old, I'm about to seal up the leak. Splash, welcome to the side of that road where them goons at. Keep a lot of hate on my plate, but I consume rats. So I'm about to build up my weight like balloon packs. Man, you lie straight to my face, and I knew that. Welcome to the side of that road where them goons at. Keep a lot of hate on my plate, but I consume rats. So I'm about to build up my weight like balloon packs. Man, you lie straight to my face, and I knew that. I'm spitting for this money, but I'm killing for free. And if you wanna take it from me, it's a killing spree. It's that K-I-N-A-T.
This is a super long song, so it's like 6 minutes long. So I'm gonna end it there. I think that's enough for me to give feedback. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I think the song has a solid foundation. There's just a lot that could be done to make it sound better. Um, it feels Niles is saying it feels like this is exactly what local slash regional rap used to sound like, which I think is cool because maybe there's a market for that. Um, but also I don't think it was intentional necessarily because the production does sound very dated and the recording quality isn't great. It also feels like the master is doing something weird to the overall mix, like the compression is making certain parts duck in and out. Also, I feel like the rapper wants to deliver the lyrics faster, but the beat was maybe too slow. And so, that's something that can change. You could talk to the producer and get a faster beat, turn the tempo up, something, or you can just write differently so your cadence fits with the beat a little better. I just think on its own, like lyrically on its own, it can work. It's just not working with that particular beat, with that particular mix. So I think, and there's nothing wrong with doing this, but I think it's just kind of back to the drawing board for this track and really try to make it feel natural when you're delivering it. Because if when you deliver the lyrics that you wrote to the beat and it feels like something's just not working, like something's dragging, or whatever the case is, something's not right with the rhythm, something's not right, your cadence isn't matching, then there's absolutely no shame in just saying, nah, this is off. Let me fix this before I commit to this idea. But shout out to, now his name's King Paul James. Shout out to King Paul James. We've got Cisneros next, not yet. Cisneros with Eighth Wonder. That's the name of this track, Eighth Wonder. Wait, is this might just be a beat or an instrumental song? Okay, so this is an instrumental. Is that a sample or is that someone who made it? Someone who made it. Is that something he made? Is that something the producer made themselves? Because it's getting progressive now. I think this is funk, right? DOH, DHONK, whatever. Skeletal Nova saying it sounds like something the Suicide Boys should rap on. Yeah, get it to them. Or even like the new Juicy J Project Pat album. I think it gets a little weird, and I don't mean weird in a bad way. With that second part, I think it starts getting more progressive, so it doesn't just feel like, the fuck is that? It doesn't feel like just a traditional beat that a rapper would rap on. I mean, maybe a more experimental rapper. That's why I like the I swear to God, what is going on? That's why I like the Suicide Boys suggestion. Easier said than done. But I think the track is dope. If you just drop that as an instrumental, I think it can perform well. Just get on the release radar and drop a lot of stuff consistently. Mix is good. Honestly, that's the type of this type of beat over the last song, King Paul James. I think that would have worked better if it were faster, but that's the type of thing where I feel like, all right, it's nostalgic, but it's also current sounding. So it'll showcase his vocals a lot better than what he rapped on. All right, cool. Shout out to 100 on the beat. We got Z-Ray, Stay Cheesing right now.
I can hear it all the time. I can see it in my mind. When you baby where I know you are, and I'm coming for you.
The outskirts look good now. We out the hood now. I ain't have to be famous to catch old dude woman. Man, I'm getting bronze. All new duckets, I could've turned heads. Even in my daddy old cutlass, I lost cousins, cut ties. We ain't got to see eye to eye. There's no truth at the end. You see the lies of niggas talking all that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Niggas say they fucking family, but I'm the only one they miss. Shoot a nigga dead, man, I don't give a fuck. The next day, me and bro plan another trip. We don't give a fuck about y'all. We had to go and cut y'all off. We don't give a fuck about you. How much money you got? That ain't getting you like nowhere. Fuck a nigga out of your block. We don't give a fuck about you. How much money you got? That ain't getting you like nowhere. Nigga have to quit showing off. We don't give a fuck about you. How much money you got? That ain't getting you like nowhere. Nigga have to quit showing off. Mad, getting that bag, that's that cash, dressed up men in black, that's that soup, just to get a recoup, pipe steaming like a hot bowl of soup, stun so hard I feel like I'm on a block here, whoop, my bad, that's one of your girls that I done had, it was so good, flow out like right then, wanna tag along, I guess you gotta have a friend, do this shit by myself, pimpin' turn the kingpin, and I'm still breathing. And they wonder why I still go around, stay cheesing. We don't give a fuck about y'all. We had to go and cut y'all off. We don't give a fuck about you. How much money you got? That ain't getting you like nowhere. Fuck a nigga out of your block. We don't give a fuck about you. How much money you got? That ain't getting you like nowhere. Nigga have to quit showing off. We don't give a fuck about you. How much money you got? That ain't getting you like nowhere. Nigga have to quit showing off.
Okay, shout out to Dr. Potter. Yeah, we played your track already, but anybody, I think this is what he's getting at. Any rappers in the chat that want to jump on that beat, they need a second verse. So get at Dr. Potter Beats, at Dr. Potter Beats with a Z. Shout out to Z-Ray. That was an interest, and I always use this word in a positive way. It was kind of weird. And weird stuff is cool because it stands out. I think the structure was really strange and unique, and I like that about the track. I don't love the hook. Most of the song didn't rhyme at all, which isn't, it's not the end of the world. But I think there's just a way to improve this so that it feels more intentional. The way it all came together made it just kind of feel like maybe you freestyled the whole thing. And I don't think you did. But structurally, just kind of like the weird beat changes, all that, that's cool because you don't really hear that. But also it felt like you were trying to rhyme. It just wasn't working. The cadences were fine though. The voice was good. The mix, when the drums come in, the vocals get drowned out. So there are just some points to consider. I think back to the drawing board with this one, but don't take my advice to mean that you're on the wrong path or anything like that. I think you're on a unique path. And if you can continue staying a little left of center with the music, then you're on a good trajectory. We got IR Music next with No Geronimo. Let's listen to that.
day gets better than the last. Working hard for tomorrow until I get what I've been working for. Gotta keep my feet on the ground. No Geronimo. I hope you find what you've been looking for. My bad, I'm kinda like a nomad, a wandering stranger with his clothes packed in a knapsack. Walking down the train tracks, feel the impact on the steps that I take. My course stays straight and I maintain good traits. Hard to explain another hard case, trying to find its place, no embrace. Just a long day, grace showing on his long face. Nothing needs to be chased if you keep pace. Like the good old days, cold glass of OJ and a bowl full of cornflakes. Sitting at the table in my PJs, can't wait to go play. Look outside, no sun, just rain. Gotta wait till the storm breaks. Got a ball game with the gang at the Sandlot today. Doing things our way and it's all great. We made the best of things that just went without. Always trying to make daddy proud. Leaning on the wall in the corner with soap in my mouth for speaking foul. Biting down till mom said to spit it out. Ornery and wild mind of a child. No service with a smile, yeah, it's been a while. Sat down in the tall grass, sat down my knapsack. Just thinking back on the life that I had. The good and the bad led me to right where I'm at. Shit. How far have you come? How far will you go? Until you find what you've been looking for. Searching up high and I've been looking down low. A promise made, a promise that I broke. Been compromised by the lies. Let the truth be told. The world is cold, oh yes, this I know. How far have you come? How far will you go? I hope you find what you've been looking for. Yeah, quick to the point like a switchblade. Hold the weight and I don't cave. Broke free from the chains holding me in place. Now I got my boots laced and I'm off like spring break. No poker face, got my cards on display. Who wants to play? Hold an ace in my case with some rounds in it. Chrome finish, no blemish, not timid. She looked and said, that's a big 6 inches. I said, that's brilliant, can I get your digits? Man on a mission, important position to be in. Swimming in the deep end, a lot of acquaintances, but few friends. Let it sink in, take another shot till the bottom's dry. Left another tear in her eye, then she said goodbye. Oh me, oh my, American as apple pie. Blue eyes and they match the sky. What a trip, try again like the little engine did. Walking up another cliff with the wind in my face. Just a little taste of God's grace. How it all takes place still has me amazed. That's a look on my face when I wake to another day. On my way to another place in time. Another rhyme written about my life and the way that I live it. Hashtag independent, now let's go get it. How far have you come? How far will you go? Until you find what you've been looking for. The mountains up high to the valley below. The winds blow and the river flows. Inside of my mind, I'm ready, let's go. Somewhere where it all can grow. How far have you come? How far will you go? I hope you find what you've been looking for. It's only my shadow walking beside me. Middle of the winter, been a cold day. Frosticle hanging from a tree.
Yeah, we're at damn near 4 minutes at this point, and it's I think the song is too long. Miss Hope said the it's kind of like Everlast. Yeah, vocal quality. Yeah, and I bought that album, so definitely is in that country rap lane that's super popular right now. So I think it's a good lane to be in. I think just in terms of the execution and in terms of that, with regards to the hook, you're singing in a pretty low register, so you're not hitting the notes. And I get that there's just kind of like rough charm to that. So this might just be a subjective thing, but the way it's written, it mimics the guitar melody partially. And I would recommend just staying away from that because then it starts to get lost. The vocals get lost in the mix. Partially the mix was just in need of some work so that the vocals could actually cut through. The guitar was competing for space with the vocals. And that's probably just a tone thing. Your voice. I think for future songs, just be really intentional and conscious about which Yeah, the 6 inches line. Which beats to use based on the key they're in and the register that you're singing in, because your vocals have a very your voice has a very specific register. And so if you're recording music in a certain key, in a certain register that is competing with your voice in terms of the frequency, then you end up getting drowned out. I think your other biggest challenge with execution is just meter. The meter was inconsistent throughout, and that's why the end rhymes kept ending on um, different beats, different. If you count the beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3, like you would have an end rhyme. It just felt like you were trying to stuff the rhymes in. So if this end rhyme was bland, then you would right away say hand, and then you would say stand, and you would kind of stuff them in. But bland was landing on the 4, and then stand was landing on the 1 and then hand was landing on the 2 e and it was just not structured in a symmetrical way so that it feels chaotic to the listener, whether or not they can articulate that. So I think, you have a great foundation, but there's also a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done for all of us. And that's why I have this show. Hopefully I can point you in the right direction, and I hope that makes sense. All right, we have come to the end, and we have a regular. Hopefully he's still in here. We got Papi Ganja here with Damelo. So let's see what he wants us to give him. Probably he doesn't want all of us to, not me at least.
Oye, mi gente, tu amigo Papi Ganja. Regreso de nuevo con uno para la discoteca para que baile puñeta. Dale. Dámelo.
My man's definitely Puerto Rican.
Dámelo. Uno, dos, tres, traigo de mi bebida. Cuando me ve de nuevo estoy con la feíta. Tira tu piedra, no me da una mierda. Estaba manejando y cogí la izquierda. Feo sin dinero, entiendo el juego. Pagué mi 10 pesos para ver si me pego. Ya ustedes saben que yo no lo tengo. Cara como perro y cuerpo mal hecho. Muévelo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. Medio de la noche me falta una hora. Si una no me quiere, yo me voy con la otra. Yo no juego, yo quiero la chocha. Huele un poquito, pero no me importa. No me di cuenta que lo fui con la loca.
Bro, what?
Jugando con mis bolas me encanta pelota. Bebiendo mi amor hasta la última gota. Me quedo con ella y me dejan pagar nota. Muévelo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. Es mi cumpleaños pero quiero bizcocho. La metí por el culo porque estuve borracho. No importa un carajo, yo no tengo bochorno. Culo lo que busco y ella tiene mucho. Como golpeo la chocha, llámeme Camacho. Como le pinto la cara, llámeme Picasso. Cuando despierto, miré lo que yo he hecho. El próximo sábado lo hacemos de nuevo. Muévelo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar si no tienes fundillo? No tienes fundillo. Dámelo.
Yo, this is my favorite song from him yet. I think this is your lane. I mean, it's a club song. It's not a serious song. You have some lines in there, man. You got some lines in there. Some of that threw me off, but I like it because it's fun, and there are a lot of opportunities for people to just suddenly realize what he said and then pause. Um, yeah, I think there are times when you get a little offbeat and you're rushing. So I think, it's always good to have someone in the room to say, do that again, try that again, someone who has experience. I mean, that's really a producer's job. A lot of engineers aren't comfortable doing that. A lot of beat makers aren't comfortable doing that either. But it's just good to have someone. I mean, I guess that's my role right now. But I'm saying it after the fact. So there are times when you're trying to fit a lot of words in. It's not necessarily tongue twisting. It's just fitting a lot of words in quickly, and sometimes you speed, you rush, or you stumble, and that might just be a simple matter of re-recording the lines, or it might also be a matter of rewriting the lines so that they roll off the tongue a little more. But I like the record. I like the energy of the song. I think the mix could just be a little bit better. The vocals could be a little more powerful and a little more integrated into the track overall. But no, I like what you did. I like the fun sort of lane that you're in, and I hope we hear more. I don't know if this is a sound that you want to go with moving forward, but if you enjoy making this, my personal vote would be to go with more stuff like this, because I've heard, I think, 3 or 4 of your tracks so far, so I like this one. Um, Definitely a lot of dope energy. Well, hey, we actually reduced the amount of people asking how to submit songs today. Maybe the banner's finally working. So if you do want to, the key is in the pauses. Oh yeah. No, I feel you, Levi. If you do want to submit a track, whether it's an instrumental, whether it's a full song, go to djpain1.com. I'll be back next Wednesday, same time, actually not same time. It'll be an hour later. So if you show up at this time, I'll be reviewing beats. But you're welcome to join there. Shout out to Jalen Verse. He was on last week. Maybe he'll be on next week. We'll see. I like that we have some regulars. Poppy Ganja is a regular too. So is Jalen Verse. Appreciate all of you. Shout out to everyone who submitted today. Thank you for participating and giving feedback along with me.